It's 12 o'clock. Time to reach for mobile water. Mobile water, unique in every way.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connect you to the newsmakers.
Citi News.
It's midday. A very good afternoon to you and welcome to the Citi Prime News on 97.3 Citi FM. The news is live from our studios at number 11 Dr. Martin Loop in Adabraka, Accra. It's also live around the world on citinewsroom.com. I am Hawa Idrisu Mustafa. Coming up, Upper East Regional Minister rejects calls for the imposition of a state of emergency on Boko and neighboring towns following the recent state of insecurity in the region.
There is some instance that sparks up an issue, then it is brought under control. Declaring state of emergency, it is not an all-war situation. So why will we declare state of emergency?
Also coming up, Accra Metropolitan Assembly raises concerns over government's continuous contract with the Jospon group of companies for fumigation exercises.
All these contracts are always signed at the blind side of the implementers.
Still ahead, Ghana Education Service set up committee to address concerns of 8 months unpaid salary arrears owed a group of teachers posted to the Ashanti region.
The Director General assured us that they will work swiftly to resolve the situation. Well, we aren't fully satisfied until the money hits our respective accounts.
And later, Weja Municipal Assembly calls on residents along the banks of the river to relocate following planned spillage of excess water from the Weja Dam.
People whose activities are within areas where inundation of flowing water could be affected should be able to stay away.
All that and more on Citi Prime News, which is live across the 16 regions of the country. Western Region, Ajunpa FM 100.7 in Takwa, Beach FM 105.5 and Sky Power FM 93.5, both in Takrady. Bono Region, this is Greener FM 95.9 in Sunyain. Ashanti Region, Ajunpa FM 99.9 in Kawiye. Volta Region, Heritage FM 107.3 in Hohoi. Freedom 88.1 FM in Sogakope. Northern Region, Radio Gaki 88.3 in Saboba. Upper East Quality FM 88.7 in Garu and Northeast Region. We are live on Nobia FM 98.1 in Nalerigo.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connect you to the newsmakers.
Grateful for joining us. The Upper East Regional Minister Donatus Atamugri Atanga has debunked calls for a state of emergency in Boko following renewed violence in the area, saying the nature of the conflict does not warrant a state of emergency. The long-standing Boko conflict was recently reignited following a confrontation between police and some youth, leading to multiple fatalities, injuries, and the torching of the house of the Member of Parliament for the area as part of the unrest. Following the recent disturbances, calls have intensified for a state of emergency to be declared in Boko, but the minister disagrees.
It has been referred to an eminent chief to handle. And then it is not like it is sporadic. Every day they are fighting on each other. There is some instance that sparks up an issue, then it is brought under control. And so, declaring state of emergency, it is not an all-war situation. And so, why will we declare state of emergency?
Upper East Regional Minister Donatus Akamugri Atanga. The Accra Metropolitan Assembly has raised concerns about the government's contract with the Jospon group of companies for fumigation exercises. According to the AMA, many of these contracts are executed without the involvement of key assembly actors. It further noted the absence of field evidence to back report submitted by the waste management firm Zoomlion Ghana on the exercises. The Director of Public Health at the AMA, Florence Kuchi, raised this concern during an interaction with members of Parliament's Sanitation and Resources Committee and called for a review of the contract.
All these contracts are always signed at the blind side of the implementers. So most of the times, even you are just there and they'll bring you a report. We've done this, we've done that. They don't involve you in whatever they do. They only bring you a report to sign as a witness. You can decide to sign, you can decide not to sign, but whatever it is, they will be paid. So that is why we are hammering much on the review and the repackaging of the SIP contract so that we, the implementers, actors, will also have a say in it. Whatever they are doing, our faces are following them. If they are doing it right, we will know. If they are not doing it right, we will know. It is there. But I have never witnessed one fumigation. That is the issue. But always they bring reports of fumigations that they've done.
That was Director of Public Health at the Accra Metropolitan Assembly, Florence Kuchi. The Director of Waste Management Services at the AMA, Solomon Noye, has announced plans to review the Assembly's bylaws to formally incorporate informal waste collectors into its sanitation improvement agenda within the Accra Metropolis.
We must start from the end point, which is getting the infrastructure where they will be sending these source-separated waste to. So definitely, we are incorporating them into our scheme by reviewing our bylaw and then making sure that we train them and give them regulations. Then only is when those who are not part of the cooperative will treat them as maybe Goro boys, and then because they are not prepared to come under a regulation, then we'll chase them out of. Then we'll deal with only the cooperative heads.
Solomon Noye is Director of Waste Management Services at the Accra Metropolitan Assembly. A group of teachers posted to the Ashanti region from various colleges of education in July 2024 have staged a protest at the Ghana Education Service headquarters here in Accra. The teachers say they are owed 7-month salary arrears and are also facing unresolved identification-related issues. Speaking to Citi News, some of the aggrieved teachers raised concerns about the toll the delay in payment is having on their livelihoods.
We are here because of our unpaid salary, meaning we have been in the service for 8 months, and some of us have received our salaries and others too haven't. That's why the group you see us here this morning, we are those who have not received our salaries here. They have taken the decision, so we are hoping for the best in the coming days.
I have been exposed for the past 8 months without salary. I don't know why. So you contact the controller number and they will tell you your entrance form is not here. You go to your regionals and they will tell you different story. So we decided to come together as a team so that we will come to the Director General for the actual information. So we came and he gave us many information. For me personally, I'm not okay, but he said he will follow up, including the HR. So we are just hoping for the best.
He had some unpaid teachers posted to the Ashanti region last year. Meanwhile, after a closed-door meeting with the Director General of the Ghana Education Service, Professor Ernest Kofi Davis, the group's leader, Adumako Kranche, stated that a committee has been set up to address their concerns. He noted that while they welcome the move, they remain only partially satisfied.
We came here to make inquiries as to the delay in our salaries because there were also inconsistencies in the payment system or the validation system that exacerbated the situation. Because last year, December, some of us were validated with all our arrears, but the money didn't reflect in our respective account. And the worst of it all was in March that our names disappeared from the payment voucher. Yes, so we were added as missing staffs. So due to that, we've been to the district office, we've been to the regional office countless times. So the final decision that we took, and per the responses we had from the regional office, we need to come to the GS headquarters So that is the reason why we came here and we engaged with the Director General as well. Frankly, the Director General assured us that they will work swiftly to resolve the situation, and upon that they set up a committee which we are involved to fast track the resolution of our situation.
So are you satisfied?
Well, we aren't fully satisfied until the money hits our respective accounts.
Adumako Kranche is leader of the group of teachers posted to the Ashanti region in July 2024. The Minister for Food and Agriculture, Eric Opoku, has announced that government will disburse $1 million to support more than 1,500 peasant farmers in northern Ghana. This is part of efforts to boost vegetable production under the Feed Ghana program. The funding is expected to be formalized on Wednesday through the signing of a memorandum of understanding between the ministry and the Apex Bank. Speaking on the Citi Breakfast Show earlier today, Eric Opoku noted that the government's priority is to empower grassroots farmers, particularly those already involved in tomato and vegetable cultivation.
We are dealing with the peasant farmers. They are on the field. They are already there. Some of them have been registered. Some of them, we are now putting them into cooperatives. And some of them are already into the tomato production business. So it's just a matter of our team identifying them and then giving them the logistics that they require to be able to do that. Then in some cases, some of them do not even have the financial muscle to do the kind of work that they are doing. And so just this Wednesday, tomorrow next, I will engage the media because I will sign a memorandum of understanding with the Apex Bank for the distribution of $1 million, Citi equivalent of $1 million, to over 1,500 peasant farmers in some part of the northern region for the production of vegetables. This is just the beginning.
The Agric Minister also stated that the government plans to recruit 5,000 unemployed graduates from agricultural and veterinary colleges who have been idle since 2015 into the Feed Ghana program.
We are also preparing to distribute to the northern sector, which will start where the farming season will start in May. So we are giving them the seed. We are also deploying our extension officers. And last Saturday, we mentioned that we want to bring on board 5,000 of our graduates from the agricultural colleges and then veterinary colleges who have been in the house doing nothing since 2015. We want all 5,000 of them to be part of the Feed Ghana program so that they will be deployed to the various farms to assist our farmers to adopt modern techniques of farming. In fact, we just want to bridge the gap between research and then practical farming in our country. And so that is what we are doing.
You heard the Minister for Food and Agriculture, Eric Opoku. The School Feeding Caterers Association has expressed satisfaction following the full payment of the 31-day arrears owed them by government. This comes after the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection confirmed that all outstanding payment under the Ghana School Feeding Program for the first term of the 2024-2025 academic year have been cleared. Speaking to Citi News, National President of the Association, Nana Otu Sechi Amo, commended the Gender Minister, Agnes Na Momo Lati, for honouring her promise to settle the arrears.
It's been a while. We haven't seen response before having a meeting with the minister and ensuring that no matter what happens, she will release the money to the school feeding caterers. So the moment we hear that payment has been done and our account has been credited, we were happy and we were much grateful. We say thank you to the minister and the Vice of School Feeding Secretariat very quickly to our plate. So we are still looking for the second term. So government owns us for the second term. And even with this payment, there's lapses. Some of the caterers haven't received their money yet. We have a procedure. When you don't receive your money, there's a procedure you have to go through. You go to your region, you come to national, then they will process it for you. So I think government still owns cases. But we are much grateful that we have been able to clear the 31 days.
National President of the School Feeding Caterers Association, Nana Otu Sechi Amo. This is still the City Prime News on 97.3 Citi FM. Still ahead, Weija Municipal Assembly calls on residents along the banks of the river to relocate following planned spillage of excess water from the Weija Dam. We have details of that plus other stories coming up shortly. Please stay with us.
City Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connect you to the newsmakers.
Looking for the latest buzz in Ghana's entertainment world? Welcome to Ghana Weekend, your ultimate destination for all things creativity and entertainment.
Stay in the loop with breaking news, exclusive interviews, and then insider stories from your favorite creatives and stars. From music, movies, fashion and art, lifestyle and culture, Ghana Weekend brings it all together. Get a daily dose of entertainment, discover new talents, and never miss out on the creativity that defines our vibrant culture.
Stay connected with us across all platforms. Follow us on Instagram with the handle Ghana Weekend, on X Ghana Weekend, on TikTok Ghana Weekend, at Ghana Weekend TV on YouTube for the latest in entertainment, travel, and everything Ghana. Don't miss out. Join the Ghana Weekend family today. Ghana Weekend, where entertainment meets creativity. Visit GhanaWeekend.com now.
This Easter, be the light in a child's life. As we gather with family and share meals and beautiful moments this Easter, let us not forget the little ones who have no one, no mother's hug, no father's voice, no warm bowl of food to return to, no pencil to write their dreams with, no exercise book to call their own. They are orphaned, vulnerable, alone. But with your help, we can change that. Support the Easter Orphan Project and give these children some hope to hold on to. Your donation in cash or kind will help provide warm meals, decent clothes, school supplies, and the care every child needs to grow. Because even the simplest things, soap, gari, clean bed sheets, a pair of sandals, these things cost more than many orphanages can bear on their own. How can you help? Send money via mobile money to 0550-900-006 or write a check to the Citi FM Foundation. You could also bring your donation to Citi FM behind the Adabraka Police Station. Visit www.citinewsroom.com or call 0550-900-006 or 0302-226-013 for more information. You can also give milk, sugar, bags of rice, toys, books, detergent, whatever you can share. Get together with your friends, involve your church, spread the word, because every child deserves more than survival. They deserve love, dignity, and a fighting chance at life. This Easter, let your kindness light up a child's life. Will you be that light? The Easter Orphan Project is powered by 97.3 Citi FM with support from Channel 1 TV.
City Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connect you to the newsmakers.
You're welcome back. The Weija Municipal Assembly has announced that measures are being implemented to safeguard lives and properties ahead of the anticipated spillage of the Weija Dam. In an interview with Citi News, Municipal Director Bernard Mart Yungura revealed that a stakeholder meeting is scheduled for Wednesday to discuss and outline the necessary modalities. He stated that while efforts are underway to control the spillage, residents living around the dam are advised to remain cautious to prevent potential damage.
So if you have experienced it before, then you should be very cautious of the moment in which we are and the advice given. And I know that as this is a planned spillage, but not one that would take the Ghana water by storm, certainly measures should be put in place for it to be a controlled one, so that they will get the levels they want without necessarily impacting adversely to other settlements. People whose activities are within areas where inundation of flowing water could be affected should be able to stay away, especially those who work along the banks of the water bodies. They don't have to be taken by surprise. They should. And I know that after the stakeholder meeting, more efforts would be sent down to warn people, because people are farming. Maybe they are farms. A canoe might be crossing without knowing that the tides are coming. So the days for spillage, the timetable should also come out very well. And then if possible, there should be occasional announcements by vans for people not to encounter wrath of the running water.
You heard the Wager Municipal Director Bernard Matt Yingura. Let's now take you to the Ashanti region, where an 18-year-old female has been found dead in her room at Inrinoso No. 2 in the Achima Kwangoma district of the region. The deceased, identified as Ifia Akor, was discovered with severe head injuries, which are suspected to have been inflicted by unknown assailant. The police have launched an investigation into the circumstances surrounding her death. In a similar incident in the Bosome Frehon district, the body of a man believed to be in his late 30s, identified as Apusga Sandy, has been found in a river at Adakabruso. Confirming the incident to Citi News, the assembly member for the Adakabruso electoral area, Samuel Ichampo, appealed to authorities to assess the state of the river, as he believes it has been contaminated by the body and is unsafe for consumption.
5:30, I moved to Adakabruso, and when I went, the people had met, and I addressed them, and I called for the man. He went to the herbalist for treatment. So it was in the home of the herbalist that the guy went testing. And so all the team members moved to the valley, and when we went, we saw the dogs standing on a body in a river called Adobesu River, which is also the only source of water, only source of drinking water for the good people of the Kabruso No. 1. When we went, the body has decayed. In fact, the color of the water has changed. I will from the police, I will report to the health officers for them to come to our aid, test the persons who have come across the river, and also render some medical attention for them so that it doesn't cause other related ailments.
Samuel Ichampo is assembly member for the Adakabruso electoral area in the Achima Kwangoma district of the Ashanti region. Still in that region, police at the Ashanti South Regional Command have vowed to intensify efforts to clamp down on armed gangs terrorizing residents in that Danse area. This comes after a police operation that led to the death of 4 suspected robbers during a shootout. One injured suspect is currently under 24-hour police guard at the hospital, while another remains at large. The 6-member gang, described by police as highly notorious, has been linked to a series of violent crimes, including attacks on banks, businesses, travelers and mining companies. Speaking to the media, Ashanti South Regional Police Commander ACP Joseph Hammond Nyaba confirmed that a police officer injured during the operation has received treatment and been discharged.
There are 5 suspects on board Kia Picanto taxi cab with registration number WR650-17 arrived at the scene to carry out their operation. The police team accosted their vehicle and ordered the suspect to surrender, but on seeing the police, the suspect opened fire on the personnel. They also returned fire appropriately, and in the process, 5 suspects, including WK, Samson, and the others, were hit by gunfire. They sustained various degrees of injuries and were rushed to the Kwara Government Hospital for treatment but were pronounced dead except one of them who is responding to treatment. Police managed to retrieve the AK-47 rifle that was taken by these armed robbers on 16 February 2025 together with 7 live ammunition, 2 other pump-action guns and 17 live AA cartridges from the robbers. 7 empty AA cartridges fired from their pump-action guns were also retrieved from the scene. We take this opportunity to assure the public that Ashanti Staff Regional Police Command and the entire Ghana Police Service, under the leadership of Inspector General of Police, Mr. Tete Yorunu, will do everything possible to ensure their safety to go about their daily activities without fear from criminals and their activities. We are also using this medium to appeal to the public to support the police by giving information on criminal activities to the police, as we cannot do without their support.
ACP Joseph Hammond Nyaba is the Ashanti South Regional Police Commander. Still in the region, the leadership of the NDC is calling on party youth in Mampong to retract alleged derogatory comments made regarding the possible nomination of an Ashanti for the municipal chief executive position. Mampong Hene Dasibre Osebunsu II has given the party's leadership in the constituency 24 hours to withdraw what he described as unsavory remarks made during a protest at the party office. Speaking to Citi News, NDC Ashanti Regional Chairman Augustus Nana Kwesi urged the youth to refrain from engaging in tribal politics and remain calm as they await the official announcement of a nominee.
I want to condemn what some of the executive has done. I don't want tribal politics because we are in Ashanti and everybody deserves to be MC or so. What I want to tell my party members that they should be calm. Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Ghanaians has tracked him, so he knows what is good for the region and the district. So our appeal to all the followers of the NDC that they should be calm until the list is out patient. And I've ordered the constituency executives at Mampong that they should do the needful thing, that if the Mampong has asked them to apologize, yes, we are going to apologize to the good people of Mampong.
He further expressed the commitment of the party and the Mampong Traditional Council to collaborate with the selected nominee to restore calm and foster development in the area.
The constituency executive met leadership of Mampong traditional area, and the Mampong was part, and he advised them that he is not against anybody because everybody is a son or daughter. So anybody that Excellency John Dramani Mahama mentioned, he is going to welcome the person, either the person is Akan or non-Akan. He believes in Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and he's going to work with the person.
He had the NDC's Ashanti Regional Chairman Augustus Nana Akwesi. Now, GACs under the Ministry of Land and Natural Resources Blue Water Initiative have passed out today after completing 4 weeks of training at the Ghana Navy Forward Base at Ezilibo in the Jomoro district of the Western region. The Blue Water Guard initiative aims to provide 24-hour surveillance of the country's water bodies, tackling the menace of illegal mining and helping to restore polluted water resources. 453 water guards underwent 3 phases of training, including theoretical, physical and practical sections. They are expected to be deployed within 1 week, working alongside the Ghana Navy to curb the ongoing destruction of major water bodies by illegal miners. The initial deployment of the guards will be spread along the River Ankobra, Pra, Fia, Tano and Bonsa. The activities will be coordinated by 5 naval operational bases which will be set up across these river bodies. Away from that, the National Tenants Union of Ghana is calling on the Ministry of Works and Housing to immediately suspend the National Rental Assistance Scheme, citing numerous flaws in its implementation. In an open letter, the union urged the minister to halt the scheme and convene a broader stakeholder engagement to review the policy, highlighting the concerns related to exclusion and transparency. Speaking to Citi News, the union's General Secretary Frederick Opoku raised concerns about the lack of proper accounting for current beneficiaries of the scheme, questioning the transparency of the process.
As we speak, we have not been able to account how many people have benefited from this policy or from this scheme. We suspect and we are aware that not less than 10,000 Ghanaians have been denied, and multiply 100 cities by 10,000 and thereabouts. What are we talking about? For us, we see it as more or less extortion, criminalized, and that we don't agree, where people have to pay 100 Ghana cities and you know very well that you're not going to get money. If you put all these things together, we think that there's a need for government to call for a broader stakeholder engagement and heed to their principle of reviewing the scheme alongside.
He heard the General Secretary of the National Tenant Union of Ghana, Frederick Opoku. And that's it for today's edition of the Citi Prime News, which has been live from our studios in Adabraka in Accra. Please log on to citinewsroom.com for more stories. I am Hawa Idrisu Mustafa. Good afternoon.
Citi News. We speak first. Reach our hotline on 0302 224959 and get interactive on Facebook, Citi 97.3 FM, and on Twitter at Citi 973.